What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great night or day. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a game that was recently announced called Anvil Empires. This is being developed by a company known as Siege Camp, the developers of Foxhole, and Anvil Empires is essentially going to be Foxhole but in a medieval version. Foxhole is a game in which you're jumping into persistent wars where every individual soldier is a person. Everything from logistics, base buildings, reconnaissance, combat, medical gameplay, raiding and strategic planning, you name it, and it has to be done by a player or a collection of them. Anvil Empires is aiming to emulate this experience but with the medieval theme and in a bigger way. Siege Camp is going to be using a separate team to develop Anvil Empires in conjunction with Foxhole, but the two separate teams may share resources from time to time. The developers have also experimented with a new type of engine that aims to field more people than Foxhole was capable of at any given time. Just by the sound of that alone, it's likely going to be a massive game with intense battles and potential for content, but there may be some cons embedded in there as well. From what I've been reading, one of the issues Foxhole experienced is player retention. I think this has always been a thing in games like this, PlanetSide for instance, but because these wars and game cycles are persistent and repeating, it might get boring from time to time to experience the same thing over and over after a war concludes. People might decide to take breaks or get burnt out, and over time this can have an impact on the players still in the game. And with the game that seemingly has the potential of hundreds, if not 1,000 plus players per side, and 3 factions being announced from what I was able to see, this could be an issue they might run into. Although one benefit they do have by having 3 factions instead of the 2 in Foxhole is that just like in games like ESO and Dark Age of Camelot, if one faction ends up getting too strong, the other 2 can start dogpiling to keep them in check, so there's a little bit of a balance there. Right now I'm not exactly sure when the game will be releasing, but they have been conducting tests for the past few weeks or months or so we might see a full release within at least the next year. I'm excited to jump in because I've always really enjoyed life skilling in MMORPGs or MMO lights, but it's turned up to 1,000 when the game has in-depth systems for it or it's a crucial part of the gameplay cycle. I don't even really plan to be on the front lines for my first dozen sessions or so in the game. I'm more interested in what the serf system is going to be like, and I'd absolutely love to become a blacksmith and create some of the best weapons and armor we can get our hands on. I'll be looking for clans based around life skilling for sure, and until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.